Hi, everybody, and welcome. Hello.
Hey.
Can you hear us? Are we coming in clear? Hi, everybody. Happy fucking Pride. Happy Pride.
Happy Pride.
Happy Pride. It is Pride. We are proud to be comic book queers. I am your host, Brett, and with me, as always, is what's your name again?
I'm Evil Jeff.
Oh, she sure is. It is Brett and Evil Jeff here to be gay, talk about comic books, and see what else happens.
Evil. I did do something evil.
Like just now, or in general?
I did. Well, just in general. I didn't do anything for Pride.
You didn't do
I didn't go to.
You already had.
I didn't go. I didn't. We had our Pride, and I didn't go to it. And then
I don't agree with early June Prides.
Wow,
they should be.
Why?
Because they should be culminating events. Like you should have mini events all through June, like speaker series and tours and things like that, concerts, and then have it at the end.
Well, no, I think it's because it's like you start and do LA Pride at the beginning, and then later, like you can travel and do multiple Prides.
I'd rather all of the cities do their own Pride at the same time, and you go to the Pride where you live. Okay, just go to the Pride where you live.
All right.
I don't want to.
Wow.
I have to go. I'm mad. I'm skipping. I'm skipping to Wrath Month. I'm skipping to Wrath Month.
I love it. And I have no skin in the game because I don't go to any of them. But that's the funny thing is we have last week was or the previous weekend was the regular WeHo Pride. And then this last weekend, it used to be a downtown Pride, but then it got moved to Hollywood. So then it's a Hollywood Pride, like literally like a mile away.
Over TTLA.
Yeah. But it's so close to the WeHo Pride. It's kind of it's like just not. It's literally like within this 1 mile radius. This is where we celebrate Pride. Everywhere else, go fuck.
This is where we're pushing the gays. This is where we're containing the gays.
Yeah, and so the gayest thing I did do is I went and saw Stop That Train, but I didn't. I kind of had a bit of a cold, and then I finally felt better. And this is what showed. But what does it show? The first day I felt better was Saturday, and was like, oh, I finally feel better. Let's go outside and do Pride stuff. I was like, no, I finally feel better. I'm gonna like chill and watch TV.
Yeah, good.
Anyway, so I'm bad.
I have to go to a straight wedding. I have to go to a straight wedding during my Pride. So
now that is evil. That's the least prideful. Actually, celebrating straight people during Pride.
I'm so mad. It's the second time this has happened to me from my fucking Chicago friends. I decided though, because it's Chicago Pride that weekend. So Jeff and I, not you, husband, are going to stay Sunday for the parade. And then we're going to go to Smart Bar to go to Queen, big gay party. And then we'll go home on Monday. So we'll salvage a little bit of Pride. Eke it out, if you will. Yeah.
I mean, Chicago Pride is great. I think we already talked about how great Chicago Pride is.
I think it is it's from a outdoor activities, like for everybody standpoint, Chicago Pride is so much better than New York Pride. From a awesome parties happening all over the city, nothing compares to New York Pride.
And I will say, I also think as a ginger and as someone who's getting older, and who's very pale, I do not shine in day outdoor events. That is not shine where I look my best.
Not your element.
I look my best in like a Caravaggio painting lit by one candle.
Great.
I want nighttime street lighting. That is when I like it. So if I do Pride, I go when the sun sets. And the streets are empty, but still closed down. That's
you prefer to live in like an Edward Hopper painting.
Yes.
Okay. He's the guy that did, what is it? Nighthawks, where they're at the diner. Okay. Is it Edward Hopper? Did I make that up? Did he just die? No, David Hockney died.
No, David Hockney just died.
Moving on.
Anyway, what are we talking about today?
We are talking about Pride and being gay. And you know what? A big part of that is found family.
Yes.
And who better to represent found family? Who better to represent
found
family?
You notice we're making sounds? I'm making sounds and preparing.
You know what I'm realizing?
Explain this? Our
whole sound game that we're about to do when we watch the X-Men 97 roll call trailer. Talk about found family. There's like 48 of them. Our listeners on the audio piece of the podcast are not going to know what names come up and what we're making noises. So we were going to make noises every time a name came up in this trailer. So I think what we need to do is we need to say the name.
Say their name in the sound.
Like in a way that inspires us. How we feel about the character inspires how we say the name.
Yeah, we want to watch this trailer and we were going to give guttural reactions to all, because this new trailer, it's literally just showing every character that's going to appear in X-Men 97.
Every single one.
And so we'll do the guttural sound saying the names. All right.
So let's do that right now. We've got a picture of Wolverine up close and personal.
This is going to be insane.
This is going to be insane. I hope we share it with sound. I hope the sound comes through. I hope YouTube allows us to do this. They should. So, here we go. It's loading. Here we go. Error occurred. All right, one moment, please. Here we go.
We're back, baby. We are the X-Men.
Best drag.
Together, we're unstoppable.
Plenty of tricks up my
Bees. Whatever.
Bitch, yes. Jubilation. Sunspot. Archangel.
We're soldiers.
Siren. Strong guy.
Whatever forces await, we shall face them together.
Hey.
He's the X-Men's most diabolical foe, Apocalypse.
I will be all that is left.
Okay, honey. July 1st, honeys. Can we buckle up? Can we put our seatbelts on?
The thing that I hate is there's no indication of like, do some of these characters just show up for like 10 seconds or do they have full plot points? It looks like there is going to be a pretty big X Factor. The X Factor, Peter David X Factor team is going to have kind of,
and
some
I would
kind
think
of storyline.
They are a replacement X-Men team in the so if the X-Men have disappeared, maybe
they're
it's
the
X
replacement
Factor that then steps up.
My other question is, weren't you the one that told me that Neve Campbell was doing the voice of Polaris?
Yeah, that was the rumor. In fact, when they announced
it's someone else.
People were like, what happened to Neve Campbell?
Yeah. So that's disappointing. But my main thing is I need a plot line with Emma Frost. I want Emma Frost to have a plot line. I don't want her to just show up and say something bitchy and walk away.
No, I have good news.
Yes.
They did not list them in this roll call because it would have been an hour long, but there is a contingent of kids called Generation X. And one of them is Quentin Quire.
And guess who their fucking teacher is? Fucking Emma Frost.
That's what I'm guessing. So I think there is a chamber. I think we are going to get some Gen X kids. Because really, that was the other thing happening in the 90s, right? Like if Peter David's X Factor, hello, Banshee and Emma Frost, Generation X, that too.
Generation X, though, how long did it take for Generation X to form? How many?
They formed it over the Phalanx Covenant.
But Phalanx was issue 300 of Uncanny happened by then?
I believe
it was
that was
around
after.
Issue 300. So it was kind of, Gen X formed like right after Jim Lee and Chris Claremont all left. Like shortly after.
This is the end of 1994 when the Phalanx Covenant is taking place.
Okay, yeah. And was Blink originally supposed to be in Gen X and then she died? Is that where she showed up?
That's right. Yeah. In the Phalanx Covenant, she died in that, in the original storyline. Right. And
was the Phalanx Covenant lead to Gen X being formed?
Yes, that is what basically, because it was Banshee and Emma that were alone in the mansion with Sabretooth and Jubilee. And so Jubilee, Emma, and Banshee escaped together pretty much. And if you remember, the Phalanx were going after new mutants, and those new mutants were Skin, Sync, Monet, Blink. And so this is ultimately what
Chamber,
formed
right?
Chamber. So this is what formed Gen X. Yeah.
You know what? I need to reread that. It's been a long time, and I don't think I've fully read all of Generation X.
Yeah, I'd say it gets pretty, just like Excalibur, like after a while, you start to see it fall apart. But it's a lot of Emma. It's good Emma, but it's biting sense of humor, rapier wit Emma. So she still had that that snark to her, but she wasn't like an expert joke creator like she is now.
Yeah, that was created by Grant Morrison.
That voice was created by Grant Morrison. Correct.
Yeah.
Correct.
Oh.
So I do think she will have a plot line. I do think there is a reason they are including her in the roster of X-Men. I think this is now Emma's. She's going to join the side of the Angels.
I love
Yay.
it.
And they do show her turn into diamonds while looking at her nails.
Mm-hmm.
In other hot topics,
yes.
Cyclops has just dropped on Marvel Rivals.
Oh, and you're going to tell me the fun interactions, huh?
I haven't witnessed any yet.
You haven't witnessed any
yet? So I
just
just got back from a business trip, so I haven't been playing, but I got on last night and I tried to couple Scott. Well, it's impossible to play a Scott because everybody wants to play a Scott. So you get locked out to those kids with the faster thumbs than I have. But
didn't you just play as Emma and then hope you were with Scott?
I tried playing as Emma. I've tried playing as Jean, and I'm not, I even tried Rogue. I'm not getting any banter. I know there is banter because I've seen it on Instagram, but I haven't allowed myself to be spoiled. I want the in-game experience. I will say one thing that's weird is in the game, you've got team up abilities. So if Emma and Luna Snow are on a team together, then Emma all of a sudden has some ice powers. It makes no sense. If you are Jean and Black Widow, like you Phoenix-fy Black Widow's bullets, it makes no sense. But you also Phoenix-fy Wolverine's claws if you're Jean on a team with Emma. The Cyclops team up ability is not with Jean. It's not with Emma. It's with Logan.
Fags.
Gay.
And in gay news, yeah. So
all right.
Yeah.
Lovely.
So it's Pride. We're going to do things a little bit differently on this show. We typically focus on Marvel. We typically focus on X-Men. But something has been brewing in us.
Yeah.
Slowly, subtly.
Yeah.
It's like a Claremont style slow build character arc. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And by this, I mean our relationship with DC Comics. So we are going to focus a little bit on the women of DC. Are you ready?
Yes. I read a DC comic.
Yeah, we read a DC comic. We read a few actually, but
because I'll tell you this. Speaking of Pride, it's ladies' night.
It's ladies' night in the comic book queers.
The DC has a shit ton of lady-centric books.
Yeah, they do. And we've been talking about one, meaning to read it for a while, and we have finally read at least the first issue for me. Absolute Wonder Woman. Evil Jeff, what is the premise that makes this book separate from the traditional Wonder Woman?
This one is basically of what if instead of being raised on the island, how do you say it? Themyscira? Themyscira? Thomas Ascira. No, anyway.
Yeah, Thomas.
Instead of being raised on that island, she's forced to go into hell.
She's raised in hell.
And she's raised in hell by Cersei. And Cersei's cannot utter the words Amazon or Amazonian.
Apollo, it's all being banishes the word Amazon per Zeus and his policy.
And why did they do it again? I read this a bit ago. Now I'm
because the Amazons were being a little bit too big for that. It's Zeus. If somebody starts to act a little bit too big for their britches,
okay. So it was just to teach him a
donkey. Yeah.
Okay. So she gets raised into hell and you just slowly see her grow up. And then, but she just feels the calling of being an Amazon. Like she knows the word innately, what it is.
Yeah.
And she ends up coming to Earth to kind of like, there's like this like demon invasion, and she comes to help, and she's really badass, but like in a similar way. You know what it kind of reminds me of? This might be a stretch because she's not changing races, but kind of like from Psylocke to Ninja Psylocke. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
There's this like badness where there was like Psylocke was all noble. And this is kind of like, wait, what if Wonder Woman doesn't have all of that good golden age era goodness about her? And
she
there's
fights
like
a little dirty
edge. Yeah.
But she's also a lot more, and this may be my ignorance talking, but she seems a lot more connected to magic and sorcery than the traditional Diana does.
Oh, definitely. She definitely
especially
has
dark
like
magic.
Yeah, there's definitely, because that's kind of almost like magic from the X-Men. There's kind of like that's an additional aspect to her powers too. Yeah. Because she has like a sword, right?
Yeah.
Which I don't think she has that. She never has a sword.
And it's a sword forged by one of the gods. Like it's a sword.
Yeah. So I'm interested what's going to happen. I wonder if, because is Steve Trevor, was he the reporter in that?
I thought, you know what? No, they called him Alan. And so
it was Alan.
I'm glad you brought this up. Was that Alan Scott, the original Green Lantern, who was one of DC's first gay characters in the mainstream books? I
did not think about that. So
that's what I picked up. I wonder if that's Alan Scott. And what I don't love is that if it is, and this is a gay character, he's kind of a sniveling little shit.
You know what? Let's have cowardly gay characters. But maybe he'll meet Wonder Woman and she's like, "You're a faggot? I love it. Here in hell, we have tons of faggots." And then he's like, "Oh my God."
Ring.
And then she makes him maybe that's his arc, is where he
maybe that's his arc. Yeah, I love it. So a lot to look forward to in this book. A very cool premise. Not the Diana we're used to, but a Diana I will read.
And there's a bunch of issues we have to catch up on this. But
yeah, it's in like the 20s, like 20 some odd issues now. So we've got some work to do, but really cool. I love that she rides a skeletal Pegasus that can breathe fire rather than like a beautiful white winged horse. It's a horse skeleton with wings, which is scary.
I have the horse skeleton. I fly. I'm trying to see if Gal Gadot could be absolutely.
Gal Gadot. No, skeleton horse.
Give me the stone. I have a sword. I am from hell.
That was really good.
Enough champagne to fill all of hell.
That was a little too emotive. All right.
Hell, no. Sorry.
So we have another iconic DC female character who is given the absolute treatment. And that, of course, is none other than Selena Kyle. Absolute Catwoman, number one. Now, this one we're not behind on. This number one just dropped.
This just dropped. But here's
Jeff,
the thing, though.
What makes her different than...
Wait, there's an absolute Batman and stuff. The one thing I don't know is she's shown up in other absolute comics.
True.
First time we're seeing.
I would imagine she has.
The thing that makes her different in this is that she's retired already.
Yeah.
She's like, I'm 20.
She feels more like a traditional Batman than anything else. Like she feels very
much so.
Like she's Batman.
An orphan.
She's like
she has her own cat cave.
Yeah, exactly. So they've basically made Catwoman Batman.
But she's also rich. And I'm like, is she rich from stealing stuff?
Well, she was part of that gang of thieves called the Calicos. And so I love the kind of pull out the rug from under you opening that they give us in this, where you see a very traditional Catwoman cracking a safe. And you're like, okay, what's different? And the narration of like the thrill of the steal and, love being a thief. But then you're like, but unfortunately, that's not me you're looking at. I don't care about any of that shit. And you see this kind of armored up Catwoman getting the drop.
And she almost has a Jarvis too. It's also very Iron Man. Like, it's like her cat's
very Iron Man.
Iron Man-ish.
Yeah. So you find out that she was part of this old group called the Calicos. They were like a gang, like a thieves guild. The Holly Robinson, who is in this book, is a classic Catwoman character in the traditional DC books. In this, Holly Robinson was part of that gang of thieves. And so Holly comes a calling on our absolute Selena, and tries to bring her into a mission, even though, like you said, she is retired. And so you get this very, very high tech take on Catwoman.
Yeah. I will say the thing I like about Catwoman is the kind of Emma Frost, snarky, bitchy, ice cold, is she good, is she bad? And this feels very Batman, Iron Man-y. And so I'm like, I don't want it to be, what if it's Catwoman, but without all of those things? I'm worried about that.
Yeah.
I don't want her to lose her ice cold snark and sass.
Yeah. Like, it feels like most of the absolute concepts for these characters are really cool, and like, oh yeah, that's it. Like, that's a great, like, oh, Batman never grow. Oh, that's cool. This one, I wonder, is it like, I prefer the other one better?
Well, it's kind of like Axis, where it's like, it's making the good characters like, what if they're a little more rough around the edges and maybe not so good? And here they're now like, well, what if this villain actually is a hero? And that is less interesting to me, sadly.
Yeah.
I mean, we could see, as things go on, we might see that she isn't, because she did grow up as like a thief and, but it does seem like she's abused, like turned it all around. Yeah. She's like turned it all around. And I'm like, I don't want her to have turned it all around.
Yeah. But
so we'll see, we'll see.
I wonder if the absolute line will start to feel like diminishing returns. Like, okay, now it's time for Absolute Plastic Man, except he's made out of rubber. You're like,
yeah.
It's the same. All right. If they're running out of subversions.
Like, what? Now it's Poison Ivy, except she can only control meat.
But she's Poison Oak. Yeah. She can only control meat. Oh man, that'd be good. But it's not just the ultimate universe that we're talking about. Some DC girlies. I said ultimate. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Freudian. Absolute universe. There's still some DC 616. I'm sorry. I think it's called DC Prime. There's still some DC Prime characters to talk about. And one of them is our girl, Zatanna. Evil Jeff. This is Zatanna number 2. And you know what? I want to go back. I want to mention that Absolute Wonder Woman, I'm so sorry, is written by Kelly Thompson, who you and I love. Did you clock that?
I didn't realize that.
Yeah. Absolute Wonder Woman is Kelly Thompson. Yes. And this is Jamal Campbell writing Zatanna. This is number 2. Do you know what this book reminds me of, Evil Jeff?
This one scene, the ending scene, it felt very Umbrella Academy.
Oh, that's interesting. It did. There are like very
with the orchestra Academy. And like a conductor and yeah. What were you gonna say?
Storm.
Oh, you're right. Even the art is very Storm-esque.
Yeah, in that,
and there's a lot to read.
And there's a lot to read, and it's a little bit chaotic. It defies the boundaries of traditional comic book formatting. This to me reads like if Steve Orlando's Scarlet Witch book and the Storm book like just came through a little bit more clear. Like if the Scarlet Witch book was a little bit more creative and a little tighter, and the Storm book came through a little bit more clear, it would be this Zatanna book.
And I think the reason where Storm is like trying to do too much, this is kind of like, nope, there's this spirit. It's a muse. It's going after people that can sing and turn them into monsters. And now we're and they're like, there's I like that it's like a lot of voodoo, New Orleans and magic. And then there's like the government is trying to step in and be the good guys and kind of fucking things up.
Which is very aligned with what Storm's got the weird FBI agents. This has the weird FBI type agents in competition with our hero. But this one has fun with magic and that magical chaos and what it does to the presentation of the story.
The only thing it's missing, though, is it's missing kind of an inner dialogue of what is going on with Zatanna with having this new role. She's kind of, you're not really seeing like, how is this affecting her?
Yeah.
She's kind of doing everything. And
Magus, yes.
Yeah. She's like going through it and doing really well. But I'm like, what's your
struggle? Where's your struggle?
Is there a struggle? And if you're not struggling, who wants to read a book of someone just doing it all perfect?
Doing it all perfect. There's a physical struggle where the FBI fucking shoots her, like when she's in the middle of trying to contain this spirit.
Yeah, because he jumps in to kind of look like that. It's like, look, we're doing it. Yeah,
typical man. Typical man in this world of DC girlies. But it's just like that's why I love Zatanna. Like, as long as she just says anything backwards, it happens. Like, it's just unbridled creativity with this woman.
Yeah. And one thing that I found interesting is the one brief thing that it did show the inner side of it, but still didn't explain how she was affected by it, is after the one battle, she goes to change, gets in the bath, and then does backwards purify. And all of the black magic like oozes out of her. I'm like, what's that about?
Yeah.
That's interesting. So I want more of that story and struggle, but it's fine.
I just what took me out of that is I can't take baths. How do you take a bath? Ugh,
are you kidding me? Wait, you don't take baths?
Laying in a tub is the most disgusting thing to me.
Okay, here's the deal. You're not taking a bath to get clean. Can you not get into a hot tub or a pool?
No, that's fine. I just like
you shower first.
I don't like
then fill the bed up. Then you fill the bathtub and put a bath bomb in.
Oh, this is a fun.
So you take the bath when you're already clean. So you're not sitting in filth. And then you take the bath bomb, and then I put a little TV. You have some wine. I put my laptop on my toilet, and then I sit and watch Widow's Bay. I watched Widow's Bay
in the bathtub?
in a bubble bath, bath.
Did you watch the Sea Hag episode in a bubble bath? How could you do that?
Not that one. That would have been fun. But yeah, I think you should try it. You should try it. Don't knock it till you try it.
Which DC girly do you think enjoys a bath the most?
Oh, I mean, wait, which are we talking about, absolutes or just regular versions?
Regular versions.
I'm feeling that Selena Kyle. I feel like Catwoman would love a bath.
She really loves a bath.
And then she'd just be licking herself the whole time.
But don't cats hate water?
Well, she's not really a fucking cat.
Tell her that. Which ex-woman do you think enjoys baths the most?
Who?
It's Dazzler for me.
Didn't Betsy Braddock, wasn't she taking a bubble bath and then Storm flew into it and crashed into it?
Yeah.
At one point.
I do think Betsy loves a bubble bath.
I think she does. That British veneer.
Yeah.
Loves it. All right. What else we got next?
Back on topic. So this next book is, I always talk about like how I always had this weird emotional connection to Zatanna. Like, I love everything. Every time I see her, I smile. The same holds true for Barbara Gordon, Batgirl. I don't know why. I love her. Is it because I like gingers?
I think you do.
I think I do. And there we go. So Barbara Gordon.
I didn't read. Oh, by the way, I didn't read this one.
You didn't read this.
No.
It's fun. Do you like Orange is the New Black?
Like 2 seasons of it, and then it went fucking off the rails. So this is Barbara Gordon in jail.
Yeah, it's Barbara Gordon divorced of her Batgirl personality. So, and she's still very in this current DC universe. Cassandra Cain does exist and is Batgirl, but Barbara Gordon also exists as Batgirl. I think I'm putting it together through the pieces I've seen. But so right now what's happening in the main books is Vandal Savage, big DC villain, has taken over. Is he the president? He's something. He's like something. And he's basically, every comic book is about fascist takeovers of government these days, by the way. So he's throwing dissidents, reporters, pundits, people who have disagreed with him in prison. The mayor of Gotham, they mentioned that the mayor of Gotham City is okay with this and is working with him to detain these essentially good people. The mayor of Gotham City, by the way, Poison Ivy. I don't know.
When did that happen?
When did that happen? How did that happen? Why did that happen?
Is Poison Ivy good or bad in this?
I think she's, you know, like an M, like not like an M. Emma's good, but I think it's up to her mood in a given day.
Got it.
Like so many plants. Are they good? Are they bad? We don't know. Can they scream? Can they feel pain? We don't know.
All right.
So Barbara Gordon, Breakout, is about Barbara Gordon in jail, and she's going to put a stop. She gets herself arrested. Like she was like hacking. She's like, oh no, you caught me hacking into the government. Guess I better go to jail. So she gets thrown in jail. And there's more of a supernatural element behind these murders that we don't know yet. But there are inmates who are out to get her. They find out she is Jim Gordon's daughter. And so then there are a lot of inmates who want to kill her because she's the daughter of the police guy. But then there is.
And why can she walk? I thought she was paralyzed.
And I think they rebooted the DC universe and maybe got rid of that.
So ableism erasure is in full effect.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
All
right.
Okay.
Do you like this book? Is it fun?
I do. I read number 2. I was like, I want to keep reading it. I like this book because I like her. I love a nerd who can fight. And one thing I'm looking forward to is another one I enjoy whenever he shows up. Dick Grayson, Nightwing. Love that guy. So Jim Gordon has been demoted. He's like on the beat, like in the blues. And Nightwing is like, hey, your daughter like threw herself in jail to solve these murders. She's totally going to get killed. And there's nothing we can do about it. Just thought you should know. And Jim is like, I do know. I already know. And I've sent someone in to help. And they leave it at that. You don't know who that is. We still don't know.
Shit.
Yeah. There's one inmate in particular who's like on her side and keeps giving her drugs to like keep her sedated, but she's hallucinating from these drugs. So I
Barbara
wonder if
Gordon
is? I wonder if there's like a Scarecrow connection to like one of the inmates.
I wonder if the person you sent in, do you think there'll be like more Birds of Prey type of characters?
I do. I can see it being like a huntress, you know, or a black canary, something like that. Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
All right.
So it's a fun book. I recommend it. And it's Mariko Tamaki, who is a prize Pulitzer, like, I don't know, Pulitzer maybe, but a award-winning, renowned, excellent writer. So it's a solid book. We've got really great writers on these books and they're all great reads. So yeah. And then finally, because it's Pride, we have got, what is this called?
It's your Dream Girls. It's your Dream Girls.
So we've got Justice League Presents Dream Girls, a DC Pride event. I have not gotten to read this yet. There are 2 issues out. Evil Jeff, give us the skinny.
I'm just going to give you a brief synopsis. It's a little hard for me because I don't know anything about these characters. I do know Dreamer is a trans Justice League member.
Dreamer started in TV. Dreamer was played by trans actress Nicole Maines, who then started writing Dreamer in the comics.
And then another character called Galaxy, who's a lesbian.
Who I had no idea who that was.
Yeah, and she's apparently like very, very powerful. Like it seems to me she might be like Superman level strong because they're very concerned about a lot of this is Dreamer apparently sided with Amanda Waller on something. And so now they think she's evil. And so, but it starts off where they're on Themyscira. What's it called?
Themyscira? It's Themyscira, I think. Just think it
starts where they're Amazons. They're Amazons. And then Steve Trevor crashes and lands, and then it's like and then suddenly Galaxy's like, what? This has happened, so this didn't happen to us. Why is this happening? And then suddenly Steve Trevor's like, oh, you know what's going on. Click. And then the next thing you know, they're in Gotham, and suddenly Dreamer's dressed as like Batwoman and she's dressed as like Superman. And so basically it keeps on switching realities, and the whole reality, someone is there being like, hey, I need Dreamer, I need you to like take this key and unlock this thing. Can you unlock this thing for me? So someone's in there trying to get Dreamer to unlock something in her brain, because you later find out that they're both just like in comas, and the Justice League and the headquarters is like, we think they might be bad guys, but they're in comas. We don't know what's going on with them. They're in
like a dream state in all these stories.
Yes. And then you're seeing outside, the Justice League doesn't know whether or not they can trust them or not, or whether they're good guys or bad guys. But it does look like there's a bad guy. I'm not 100% sure if they said who it was, that's like trying to get Dreamer to release something in her brain to like give away coordinates or something.
It's the Key is the bad guy.
Oh, okay. Well, that's why he kept having a key. Anyway, and so it's just them going through a bunch of different, like, it's just like an excuse to them be in different worlds, and like, oh, now we're like Green Arrows, now we're Green Lanterns, now we're like Batman, now we're this. And at the very end of the second issue, Galaxy wakes up, but Dreamer is still there. And basically she's kind of like blaming herself for whatever happened with Amanda Waller. And then it's also a lot of just like, I don't even know, like, I'm still trying to coming to terms with my transness and then trying to be a hero. I don't feel I really belong because I'm still discovering who I am. There's just a lot of, there's a lot of talk about
that's there.
There's a lot of talk about the inner workings of like what it is to be a hero and to be LGBT at the same time.
I mean, so I'm glad cute. Because I felt that's looking at the cast
lacking in the Marvel one.
Looking at the cast of this book, it is not all gay characters either. In fact, I'm looking at there is a
lot of gay characters though. Yeah. Midnighter shows up, Extraño shows up. There's a lot of them
on there's a cast list for issue 2.
Yeah, there's a lot of gay guys. Gay people do show up.
The Question, Bunker, gay characters.
Yeah.
But mixed with the straights.
Yeah.
So again,
but anyway, it's hard because I don't know who these characters are. So they're kind of setting things up as if I had read other things with them already.
Yeah.
So I looked up, Galaxy seems to have only been created just a couple of years ago. So
isn't that the thing about DC? Like we said this a long time ago, Marvel is better at here's what you missed synopses pages than DC is traditionally.
Yeah. They're like, you should have read all this. And I'm like, well, shit, I did all this.
Well,
time to go onto the DC wiki. I'm like,
yep. Now, anyway, one thing we don't need to wiki. So thank you so much, DC girlies. But let's talk more about this DC Pride event next week when there's more story and we can catch up. But for now, one thing we don't need to wiki are those beautiful gay mutants. So let's talk about them, shall we?
It's mutants with powers, Omega for hours. Bitch, let's read some X-Men.
So, girl, we really only got one issue.
You don't want to talk about Wolverine?
I didn't read it. I didn't read that.
It was actually cute. It was Wolverine and Nightcrawler go on vacation to Hawaii.
Oh, I want to read it.
And then they meet the Absorbing Man in Titania.
Oh, fun.
Yeah, it was cute.
I always thought Absorbing Man was hot.
Yeah, totally.
Do you remember the actor who played him on Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. by any chance? The man was a 10. He was a 10. When I tell you, whatever actor they found to play Crusher Creel, I was like, can he move in with me? Oh my God, so hot. But here we are talking about X-Men number 31, where we are introduced to Beast's science team. I'm like, okay, so it's everyone except Magic, Juggernaut, Psylocke, and Cyclops. Okay.
Yeah. Also, where's Dr. Nemesis? Don't have a science team without Dr. Nemesis.
You can't have a science team without Dr. Nemesis. Thank you. Whatever happened to Beast and Cecilia Reyes? Weren't they a thing a long time ago?
That was a while ago.
Long time ago.
But that was probably, but this beast doesn't know
that.
Her.
Yes. And there is an interesting, so let's talk about this story because Quentin does reference something and goes, oh, wait, that wasn't you.
But
That
this is the thing. Well, let's talk about it right now.
Yeah.
Quentin brings up, not only does Beast not know him, Magneto and Zorn were neither the Zorn that pretended to be Magneto in his run. So he's like, you all don't know me either.
And that's not even the Zorn who, whatever the fuck that was, Magneto, still makes no sense, by the way. Whatever that was, it's not this Zorn. This is the Zorn with the black hole in the head, not the star in the head.
No, because there was Zorn who was like, hey, I'm really Magneto. And then it was retconned. No, it was Zorn and he's dead. But look, he had a brother who's a black hole.
Because I've seen that other Zorn alive after. I've seen both Zorns together.
Both Zorn? Wait. What? I thought he was dead. But was he just resurrected?
No, not because this was pre-Krakoa. No, that other Zorn was like, no, that wasn't me either. That's
oh, you're right. It was. Then who the fuck was that?
Then who the fuck was it? They've never fucking explained it. Never. And please, listeners, please check us on this. Like, this is one of the great mysteries to me. Did we ever explain that? So we're thinking Kuan Yin Zorn was the Zorn that was in Morrison's book. This is Shen Zorn. And there's actually a really interesting line from Benjamin Liu, the other, I think he is a Chinese character, who says, kind of like, I have everyone fooled that Shen Zorn is a Chinese name. It's not, which I thought was very interesting.
Mm-hmm.
But Quentin is attacked by basically a psychic bomb, and he looks at Beast and he's like, it felt like somebody threw up in my brain. Do you get it? Expecting Beast to be like, it's Cassandra Nova because of what she did to him at the beginning of Imperial in Morrison's run. But Quentin was like, oh my God, that's right. That's not you. You weren't the one attacked by her back then.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, so they're investigating an anomaly, a gravitational anomaly in this book. And they discover,
and it turns out it's what's his nuts?
Schwarzwelder.
Who I thought they just killed. Remember, I was like, oh, they just fucking killed him.
They just fucking killed him.
He didn't die.
Right. He didn't die. So did they bury him, but he kept kicking? Or like, do they know they know he's alive?
Well, the fact that if Cassandra Nova,
if she planted the bomb, they knew someone would find him.
Maybe she knew he had to be alive so that psychic trap could be in there.
Yeah. So who knows what this is?
And then Department H
kept him alive, and then Department H. Yeah. But there's a few interesting things from like a character relation standpoint. Most specifically, Animalia finally found a new form, one that her and Beast are definitely going to fuck. Oh yeah. That's
they're
the
totally going to fuck. Where she's, do wish
she's like Tiger Lady.
They did have a missed opportunity when she's like, how about this form? And then she's like, hot tiger beast woman.
Hot tiger girl.
It should have had an under his breath, oh, my stars and garters. Like it should have had Beast being like, oh,
missed opportunity. Oh,
boing.
My barb dick is a
swing.
A swing. Oh my God, classic. So she's like, I'm fuckable white tiger version me. How are you? She saves Beast's life. Beast and Quentin gets bombed. Beast goes after him because he's falling because all the gravitational stuff. They're about to get crushed by a giant rock. Animalia comes in. She's like superhero tiger sexy lady. So that was fun.
Yeah. And then Department H shows up.
And we hate them. But do you think Heather will be there? We love her.
I know they did not show any of like who from Department H will be there. So that is TBD.
I got to tell you, I am the most interested in that Shen Zorn line about like, that's not even a Chinese name. Like
but is that just referencing like, oh, a white person created this character and was ignorant? Or are they laying down like, you're not even really Chinese?
I hope they're laying down. I swear to God, like now, all this curiosity I've pushed down about like, who the fuck was that Magneto pretending to be Zorn? What is the explanation for that? Because you had to resurrect Magneto and screw the whole thing up. So like, what was your retcon? I want to know.
Yeah, I will say, because it's so, I love how like they fucked all that up to resurrect Magneto, but then they waited almost 20 years to resurrect Jean Grey.
Right.
They let her stay
She was dead longer than the first time.
And then she was the one that could have easily had a much more easily. Yeah, I don't know.
And you know, remember the other thing they fucked up?
What?
That little girl Ernst was Cassandra Nova. They fucked that up too. And it was fucking Joss Whedon who fucked that up.
Yeah.
Makes me mad. It makes me mad.
Well, also Hope. Think about all the things. Hope.
Oh.
Messed up. Also, here's the other, but maybe you don't like this one. What else was dropped? What's the guy backwards
Spice
hat?
Girl.
Third brother?
Yeah.
Of Cyclops. What was his name? Adam X. What about Gambit being the betrayer? The bad guy betrayer of the X-Men. Remember?
Well,
Gambit was supposed.
That's still a thing.
But I think it was, but in the end, it was like, but he's not really bad. Like, you know what I mean?
He just kind of unlocked the door for the Marauders. He didn't like do anything bad.
Yeah. But I think originally he was going to become a villain. I think that was probably the original intent. And then what was another one?
I got one.
What?
Sophie, Phoebe, Celeste, Esme, clearly spelling out Spice Girls, and then some dipshit says, "My name is Mindy," instead of then it was revealed her name was really Irma. Thank God. Gave us the I in Spice.
Yeah.
They really like bunch of stupid heads.
Well, the worst is Psylocke. When Lobdell thought that they were two separate people, it was never written that there was ever a Conan. She did not exist. They just did plastic surgery on Psylocke and made her Asian. Like that was all that happened. And then he came in and did that.
I like it better that it was a switch.
True, but it still came from. But then the fact that it made it through editing, it wasn't until they released episodes that fans were like, this doesn't make any sense. And then they had to like explain it.
You guys
get it together.
Get it.
All right. What are we?
Read the fucking. Okay. The next thing I want to talk about, I just want to bring up, I'm going to be talking about it because, you know, whenever there's a big Marvel event, I do it. You don't. And I catch you up. So Avengers Armageddon is going on right now. And the reason it's here is because Wolverine is a central character in the book. But basically, Red Hulk is taking over the world. He is, wait for it, forcibly spreading democracy and forcing democracy on every country in the world through horrible, violent, dictatorial methods. The UN is like, listen, this is bad, to Tony Stark. Like, this is bad, but it's not like bad. So like, you don't have to get involved. In fact, if you people get involved, we're going to arrest all of you. So a lot of this feels like microwaved elements of previous events. But so basically a lot of this is build up to the Avengers being like, fuck you, we're getting involved. And they go fly to Latveria where Red Hulk is headquartered.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's happening. You don't care.
All right. I don't care. I don't care at all.
Do you care about anything? Do you care about television?
I do. Let's talk about that.
Oh, good. Let's talk about what we're watching. Okay.
What you watching? Is it me naked? No? Oh, fine.
What are we watching? I don't even know what the next slide is. Oh, it's Widow's Bay episode 9. My new favorite all-time show of all time. Hi.
Got renewed for season 2.
Yay! This one was only 31 minutes long.
Yeah, and nothing action-wise crazy happened.
Yeah, it felt like it was all set up for the finale.
Set up, yes.
But good setup.
And then the poor Chris Fleming, the drug guy, died.
So that's one. So a big storm is coming, as you can see in this image. Like, I loved the shot of the twister, the tornado coming for the island. I think that is still on its way.
Yeah.
And that is going to fuck the whole place up. That's going to just destroy the whole place. So to get ready for the storm, Mayor Loftus is getting everyone. There's still tourists all over the island. And we're seeing little things in the background of tourists like wearing collar braces and having like broken arms. Like they're not having a good time there. So
they have things where if you watch some of these Easter eggs, you'll see tourists eating lunch. And then later in the episode, they go to the hospital and those same actors are there all fucked up. And you're like, what the fuck happened to you?
Yeah, it's great. Great touch.
Yeah.
So like very like Stephen King's Storm of the Century. It feels like this storm that's going to wipe everything out is coming. So the mayor gets everyone down into, begrudgingly sounds the siren, gets everyone down into a bunker. The bunker runs out of power. The generator breaks. So he's got to get basically the starter or whatever it is, the battery, from the only other place that has a generator, the lighthouse. And so he calls up Garrett, who runs the lighthouse, can't understand a word on the walkie-talkie or whatever. So Tom has to go. But then thing two, this is so fucking funny.
Then they do
like Gift of the Magi.
Yeah.
Garrett, when Tom gets to the lighthouse and there's a note from Garrett that says, "Mayor's office needs me!" Exclamation point, underline. He's like, fuck you. Looks with the binoculars. Garrett is now waving with the fucking thing. Anyway, back and forth. The mayor goes back to the bunker, bumps into Chris Fleming, the shaman who gave him the mushrooms. Such a beautiful touch for Chris Fleming to be like, Wick, still calling the mayor the wrong name. The reason he gave him the mushrooms in the first place, he thought he was Wick. Yeah. Wick. He gets sucked up by the storm.
Because he needed to get his socks.
Because he needed to get his tube socks. He needs those. But we were warned, oh my God, by that townsman who was standing earlier in the episode. He's standing in the mayor's going, "The storm came in 1783 and people were sucked up into the black sky. Women and children were killed." While Patricia is slowly closing the door in his face to shut him up. One of the best bits ever. So he gets sucked up to the black sky. We're in the bunker and Wick reveals he hit up Rosemary to run a genealogy report to find out who Richard Warren's surviving descendants are, because they clocked the painting and realized the girl with the missing finger is a survivor and has a lineage. And so they bring Rosemary in to track the lineage. Was there any phrase that stood out to you?
Lesbian. R word.
Dead baby, lesbian. Oh my God. Can you stop saying that? Oh, I can't say lesbian now. No, it's the way you're saying it. Anyway, it turns out they were retarded. Just awful, like, Rosemary. No. Oh no.
But we find out who it is, and it's none other than Miss Secretary herself.
It is Ruth. Who do you
And they had said earlier, they're like, we don't have Ruth. Ruth is still at home.
She's still at home.
And they were talking about, I guess, do we need to kill her?
Yeah, they were talking about humane ways to end her life. And Patricia is like, what the fuck? Like Wick and the mayor were like, let's just shoot her in the back of the head. It's humane. And Patricia was like, I can't believe I'm listening to this.
Yeah. But also, if she's stuck in the storm, just like let her stay in the storm.
Yeah, she'll die.
Let nature take its course.
What this shot that we're looking at of Ruth is not from this last episode. It's from the mushroom
trip. He was on
trip.
drugs.
Yeah. Really cool. Kind of a bit of a foreshadowing there.
Yeah.
Speaking of that, do you think we will revisit the blank spaces from the mushroom trip with one episode left?
I really hope we do.
Yeah. I think it's a lot to pack in to a final episode, but there's still so many things that we have not had payoff yet for. So
this better not be a lost situation.
Exactly.
Where they're setting up a bunch of lore and then don't pay it off.
The chair in front of the giant doors all the way in like the sub basement.
Mm-hmm.
Like I have to think somebody is going to be put in that chair and those doors are going to be open so that some beast can come out and receive a sacrifice. Like, I have to think we're going to see that.
Yeah.
Do you think Ruth is truly the final descendant?
I have no idea.
A lot of
it does seem very tricky that she might have had a baby too.
A lot of people are citing the mom, like when Evan, the son, was reading those horrible letters from his done gone crazy mama. She has a line like, everyone has two mothers, their real mother and their secret mother. I wonder if that was a bit of foreshadowing of maybe Ruth being somebody's secret mother.
And if if his wife, the mayor's wife, was actually her daughter.
And that would mean Evan, the son, is the last.
Is still the.
Which honestly is something I was hoping to avoid because it's just too painful.
Yeah.
So if Evan,
but also they can't solve it. They can't solve the haunting because it was renewed for season 2. Exactly. We can't stop the hauntings. It needs to keep on happening.
It needs to keep going. Part of me, a little piece of me was like, oh, I don't want it to be renewed. I want to know. I want the end. But we'll see. If there's any show I have faith in, it's this one.
Mm-hmm. It's great.
The fun little thing I just read about this show.
What?
Do you remember that meme that went around of the woman dressed as the Babadook at a Halloween party where nobody else was dressed up? And it's like, it went viral. It was like that feeling when you go to a Halloween party dressed as the Babadook and no one else decided to come in costume.
I did not see that.
Yeah. Anyway, that's Kate Lippold, who was the one dressed as the Babadook.
Oh, of course.
The center of that viral meme was the creator of this show.
Of course. I have gone to a Halloween party where I was the only one dressed up, which is insane to have a Halloween party and you don't dress up.
That's insane.
Yes. And they acted like, they were like, we're adults. And I'm like,
it's Halloween.
What? Yeah. Anyway.
Yeah. Anyway. So Widow's Bay finale next week. Cannot fucking wait.
So good. We also got a new bracket.
Yeah. We have a drag. Let's move on. We have a Drag Race All-Stars 11 bracket
number 3. I'll tell you this. Great group of girls.
Great.
I did not like a single outfit they made for the challenge.
I know, right?
They were all ugly.
Yeah.
Even you could tell Sam Starr did the best job, but it was ugly.
It was. And it was a little, I don't know, like I felt it was a little similar to the football look. It wasn't. It was different. It was different.
But that's not her fault because she just happened to do a sports look.
It's an athletic.
And then she was given an athletic competition. So
I thought this one was a stretch. Like obviously Bike is a sponsor and like cut up our clothes and make clothes out of it is just such a weak.
That was my problem with Sugarcane, just cut out. Like I was like, that's just
jagged edge.
Yeah. Like at least hem that. Anyway, so the challenge, whatever, but I think they made it up for. There was just really good chemistry. And Jasmine and Sam were just
really
giving it to each other. They were just giving it to each other. No, but that's how you throw shade. That's how you throw shade and no one's getting their feelings hurt. So I really liked it.
Kennedy Davenport, who, what an icon, like just crazy. The source of so much. It's like, come on. It's Hershey LaCourgette. It's Sugarcane. It's Sam Starr. It's Joey J. And it's Jasmine Kennedy.
Yeah.
I think Joey J is one of the funniest people I've ever seen in my life. I think Joey J is so funny. So she's a favorite of mine. Sam Starr is a favorite of mine. Kennedy Davenport's a favorite of mine. I would love to see those 3 advance.
Wait, you said you wanted who named the 3 again? Kennedy, Jasmine,
Sam, and Joey.
Oh, okay. Well,
even though Jasmine's my hometown girl, like Jasmine is the only queen on this show
from New York
I see,
but only 2 go through.
I know, but they pick a third. I feel like they're going to do one from each bracket.
There's only but there's only it's the what's the what are they do the what does Rue say at the end? How does she say it? Where she's like, you all have a pick. Yeah. But I mean, last season they pick one person.
Well, this season, because last season 3 advanced, right?
Yeah.
This season 2 advanced. So they're going to handpick 6 queens. I'm sorry, 3 queens. They're only going to pick one?
Who would you pick?
I'm sorry. Can you clarify this for me? You're saying they're not picking 3 additional queens?
She says, I'm not going to give any full details away, but she says there's a chance that I'm going to pick a queen and send them forward.
Oh, why did I think it was 3 that she was going to pick?
Last year they only picked one.
But the rules are different this year because they're only advancing 2. I feel like you can talk about this. This is a logistic. It's not a spoiler. It's clarification of what has already been said.
From what she's saying, she's only talking about.
That's not my takeaway.
Bringing one.
My takeaway is she was saying she's going to pick 3.
All right. If you could only pick one,
pick
from
2.
all the brackets.
If I only pick one.
If you could only pick one from all the brackets, and that's what you have to assume. Who did you think of? Who do you think of
win this one?
Well, that's what I'm saying. Let's first assume who do you think are the 2 that are going to advance from this?
Kennedy Davenport and Sam Starr.
Okay, so then who would you want to be out of all the 3 brackets? Who would you bring back?
Oh my gosh, I can't.
Because remember, Morgan tied. Morgan tied and didn't get through. And then Selena S. Titties through trickery didn't make it through.
I would advance. So it depends.
But then who did you say you liked from here? You also like Sam.
I like Joey J.
Joey J. So that it seems like, would you want Morgan, Joey J, or Selena S. Titties?
From a... It's so funny. So from I just love them. I love their presence. I want them to remain on my television because they crack me up. Joey J. From the level at which you competed, you deserve to go. Morgan McMichaels. From a good TV and drama standpoint, and a little you competed well, Selena S. Titties.
Right.
So it's tough.
It's tough.
Well, who's your one? Are you even going to guess? Because
I can't. I know what happens, so I can't say anything.
I know. I know. But I do love that this bracket in particular feels like it could be anybody.
Yeah.
I feel like bracket 2 felt like that as well. And this one, it's unclear. Also, I like that people were like,
oh, they're going to just give everything to Kennedy Davenport. No, she didn't. She wasn't in the top 2.
Yeah.
So I think people were thinking, because I think there was a lot of like after people questioning Ginger being kind of given wins and Riggory, that I think they thought, oh, they're just going to do this for
Now it's Kennedy's turn. Yeah. Yeah.
No.
But there is a comedy challenge coming up, and I'm sure she will take that.
Kennedy has done bad in one comedy challenge, though.
Oh, really?
Remember when she was Phaedra in the All-Stars Snatch Game, All-Stars 3, and she did bad. So, but then other times she's hilarious. So
yeah,
you never know.
So we'll see. But I do think Sam Starr is so underestimated, which she proved in this one. I was shocked to see her beat Jasmine in a lip sync, but I loved it.
I think this was a thing where
for Jasmine.
Yes, and I think Jasmine's great, but I do think in that lip sync, Jasmine was doing the moves, but Sam Starr was telling the story.
Doing the song. Yeah.
Doing the song.
Yeah. Yep.
And that's really what ends up winning it.
That's what it is. That's what it is. But yeah, great competing. Great stuff. Oh my God.
Great stuff. Love it.
Great stuff.
Is that everything?
Great stuff. Great episode. Yeah, we did it.
We did it. Happy Pride, gays. Hey, gay.
Oh my God.
Hi, gay.
Hi, gay. Have you been listening to her music?
Oh yeah, that song. I'm the prettiest girl in America. It's so I'm a little bit Alexis. It literally is.
It is.
I'm a little bit Alexis. I think it's fun.
It's fun. It is fun. Pride's fun.
I still question whether she's going to be good for O'Mary, but you know.
Yeah, I still haven't seen Maya.
Do you watch Hacks?
Girl, yes. Can we talk about that finale?
Yeah.
That
Spoilers.
was perfect.
Here's the thing is they kept indicating that she was going to die. And so I'm like, they better not fucking kill this bitch off. And then the last episode is all like, I'm going to die and I'm not going to get the cancer treatment. And I'm like, this show's fucking terrible. They're just going to have her fucking die. And when she started telling the jokes and writing jokes,
when she wrote the joke down, I went crazy. I stood up. I was like, she's fucking.
And then she was like, I'm going to fight to live because I want to keep writing jokes with her. I was like, oh, like
the line
that was
where she was like, I may not have much time left, but I got another hour. Yeah. Like I was like, come on.
And it was the biggest twist where they set it up that she was going to die. And you're like, fuck this show. And then they twisted it on your head and gave you a happy ending. I was like, oh.
No, it was perfect.
I definitely feel, even though I'm curious of what, for Emmys, Miss Patricia, I'm curious of like what she should be nominated under.
I think she's
supporting, but I don't want her to be nominated under best comedy series. I'm hoping they're doing it as like limited series or something, because I feel Hannah Einbinder is kind of tore up that season. So I feel like she's kind of a lock to win again.
She did, but she got hers.
She has, but I do feel like just the momentum. I don't know if you never know, but Patricia, I want her to win something.
I can see Widow's Bay cleaning up. I can see Widow's Bay either cleaning up or being completely
ignored. Yeah. Patricia is 100% going to be nominated for something. She has
absolutely. Kato Flynn.
People are saying now, like the party episode that she was in, people are now putting it up like this is up there with like episodes of like Breaking Bad.
Oh,
like level good episodes.
But also episode 8, the Boogeyman episode, it has that buzz around it as well. Yes. Like I hope the Boogeyman
and the fact that 2 episodes have that buzz and they happen to be centered around the same character.
Yeah. Patricia is the moment. She is going to take it. She's going to take it. I think the bigger thing is Lisa Kudrow going to beat Jean Smart. Which, can I say something?
Yeah.
I don't think the comeback is that funny.
I stopped watching the 3rd season, and as someone who loved the 2nd season, I loved the 2nd season.
I don't think Valerie Cherish is like that bad. Funny a character. Yeah.
The 3rd season is not good.
Ooh. Yeah.
Anyway,
sorry about it.
Those are our Emmy predictions.
Okay,
and we're saying that because we're gay
and we're women centric this week.
Yes, because that's right.
How did we get gay?
Well, if you like to read comics featuring female superheroes, well, I hate to break it to you, but that makes you queer.
Okay, I'm going to go play a video game as either Storm, Jean Grey, Emma Frost, or Rogue. BRB.